So we're back in Call of the Wild, and today what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be setting up some hunting spots whenever it comes to the lakes that we found so far. So as you've seen right here, we have two drink spots that we're actually able to hunt. We're definitely going to put up a stand probably right in here, and we're also going to put up a stand for this lake as well to be able to shoot it. And then we'll probably go over in here and see what these two lakes have to offer whenever it comes to this. But as you know, if you watched the last video, we had a little bit of a hiccup because our little 243 that we had sadly just couldn't kill the whitetail that we're shooting at because we were using soft point ammunition. And I didn't know that soft point ammunition was not the one that you had to start out with level 1. You can actually go ahead and buy polymers, which just means that the round overall is just better. So the goal for this game, at least, or this session, is we're going to be going to those lakes, definitely put up a stand of some sort for those lakes. Maybe we'll sit there for a little bit to just see if there's any coyotes or bobcats or anything that drinks at night that comes. And maybe we'll take some shots with the 243. And we'll see you guys whenever we get to the lake. So we've got down to the lake and we do see already two gray foxes, which are taking the opportunity to actually drink at this little lake here. And we'll definitely be hunting them. Maybe we'll be hunting them at night, especially if we're able to get some night scopes whenever we get some sort of diamond. Honestly, that might be what I might do is whenever we get a diamond gray fox, we might actually just get the scope to hunt at night. But the thing I want to do here is I want to pick out a really good tree, and I'm assuming this one right here is looking pretty nice to be able to shoot over to the lake. This spot's mainly going to be for whitetails, but we can definitely see if we can take a shot on these gray fox right now and see if we can actually get a good shot on them. It's very much at night though, so it's kind of just a shot in the dark, literally, with this one. We'll see if we can hit the gray fox. This is a very small target too. I believe we might have dropped him. Let's see if we can see with the binoculars. Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe we did. We'll have to go see. Can't really see that good whenever it comes to night. But what we're going to do first is we're definitely going to put up the stand already, so we can just walk down here and we can get up in it. The thing about deer stands, or like just stands in general whenever it comes to this game, is whenever you put them up and then whenever you get in them, you're actually able to not get as much hunting pressure whenever it comes to this. If we can put it right there, maybe the limbs might be in the way. Let's see what this looks like once we get up in it. And to be honest, it's not that bad actually. I think right here will be a really good spot to actually start hunting this lakeside. We have spotted some more gray fox whenever it comes to the zone. The only problem is that the zone itself kind of feels like it's a little bit too, I mean, maybe we can take the shot on him. He's pretty far down there actually, so we might actually be able to get him without affecting our zones. But look how bright the moon is. That is really insane. Definitely a full moon, so we should have a little bit of light to actually see if we can hit these guys. See how far away he is? Again, he's about 170. I feel like we can take the shot. I feel like we can definitely hit it whenever it comes to 243. Not 100% sure what we got on him, but definitely felt like a decent shot. We might have to track it for a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't take long. It did not take long at all, and he's already down. It's always pretty cool. So before we go get him, we actually got the one that we shot from the tree stand where we was going to put that up at. As you can see right here, it's a cool little gray fox. Definitely was a really good shot on him. It is a silver. You basically got all of the vital organs, which just means that this is a really good one. And just like that, Call of the Wild does Call of the Wild things. Sadly, before we were able to track our other one that we killed at this drink zone, the game crashed. So we were not able to do that. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be going and setting up a spot for this drink zone from the other camp. So we're going to definitely fast travel over there. And whenever we get there, we will definitely cut that. All right, so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to get another tree stand out of our storage. The game does give us some free tree stands just because we have the DLC, and I feel like we're able to use them. But after we get rid of all of these, we're going to start buying them. And the one thing that I'm really trying to save right now is my tent. So hopefully we don't have to use the tents for now. You know, definitely might be a thing in the future, but this one kind of feels like it should be at least a little bit, close enough to actually just go up to it. And we do have a whitetail that's actually calling out at us. Should we actually go for it? Maybe we actually might. We do have the call and everything. It is at the middle of the night. The thing about it is, in most places, at least in the world that I know that you can hunt in, hunting whitetail at night is one thing that is going to get you in a lot of trouble. So actually, let's not do that. Let's just obey the laws at the end of the day, I think. All right, so we are now coming up on the lake again. Definitely want to start not at least run. We definitely want to start walking to see what's coming. We do have some cottontail rabbits over here, but the thing is, do we see any more predators that are actually like drinking at this time of day on the lake? Because if we do, it could be another predator hunting spot that we can definitely use. We have some ducks coming in though, which is a little bit odd for them to be at this time of night. Yeah, I don't see anything on the bank so far. Maybe there's stuff within this bank that we kind of like scared off, but honestly, this lake really isn't that big, and maybe it is only really useful for like a whitetail to come to. But we definitely want to find a decent tree. This one here might actually be pretty decent because it doesn't have a ton of leaves on it and a ton of limbs that will get in the way, and also it gives us a pretty good view of the entire lake. So that's the one we're actually going to pick. We're going to see. Definitely we can always switch them if they do become a problem, but this one seems like it's going to be the better one. Let's see what it can give us for view wise. Definitely should be a really good view. There's a couple trees in the way right there. I do believe though that our animals that we did shoot were down in that area, but I'm not sure about the range. We'll definitely have to just trial and error it until we can actually get something. But yeah, the line of sight over here should be easily able to kill something at the spot. All right, so it's the next morning in Call of the Wild, and now we're going to be doing another scouting trip. So for today, at least, I want to get these two lakes scouted and just seeing what we can find on them. Maybe we can find some more whitetails, which preferably is what we're going to try to actually go after, because we want to get some more drink zones to where we do not have to put all of the hunting pressure within just these two. So definitely we are going to go to these two lakes and see if we can find any more whitetails. So we've almost made it to at least the first lake that we're going to be viewing at. We are seeing signs of whitetail, which is just really good. Hopefully once we get down there, we actually see some whitetail up here just standing around the lake or something, and we'll actually be able to put up our little tent, because as you can see here, this one is kind of a little bit far away compared to the other ones. We do have a quail feed zone, which is also really good. It means that we can probably come in and train the dogs by shooting a bunch of quail. But yeah, we need to start being a little bit quieter coming up to the bank of this lake right here, and maybe we'll see some whitetails actually drinking on it. We'll be able to at least shoot one and then have a drink zone actually able to kind of farm it again, which is going to be really good. It does look like we have some moose that also like this lake as well. So far I'm not seeing any whitetails whenever it comes to this lake. Maybe we'll have to wait for just a minute, see if any come around. But honestly, it does look like a really good lake. I'm not really sure where the whitetails will come out at. My assumption would be somewhere probably like down in there or something like that. But yeah, let's see if we can wait. Okay, so after waiting for just a smidge here, we now have a whitetail drink zone at the very end down there. But I'm thinking there might be more drink zones. So I'm definitely going to wait and just see if there's any more whitetail that do show up. We do have a little bit of a good one down there. This one right there definitely does look a little bit big. That one also looks big as well. All these really do look pretty nice whenever it comes to the rack. I'm assuming the front one and maybe the back one are the two that maybe will give us the most whenever it comes to score. So far we are definitely sneaking up on the whitetail as of now, but it seems like that is the only drink zone that we've seen so far. We'll definitely have to come back and see if there's any more. Definitely that one looks like a monster right there, as well as this one. I'm not really sure which one looks better. I can definitely tell this one looks a little bit smaller than the others. So I think we might actually go for him because he looked possibly to be a gold. We are getting alerted, which is kind of bad. We might actually have to take the shot here. It's between 170. Yeah, we might have to do it now. See if he actually goes down. I believe that was a pretty good shot. See if we do get any hunting pressure whenever it comes to the spot over here. Yes, he is already down, which is really good. So that spot over there is going to be a really good one, I do believe. So I do want to put a tent down here because this position or this like lake is pretty far one away from majority of my stuff so far, and it will make it to where we can actually hunt this spot very reliably in the coming future. And the point of this is actually to just get my hunting pressure a little bit spread out, so we don't exactly eliminate zones like super easy by just over hunting in one position on the map. So let's definitely see where we can put a tent at, and then once we put the tent down, we will definitely get something like a tripod, maybe a deer stand, and we'll just go over there and try to put it. So we have come on the blood splat actually of where we shot the deer. It does seem like we did hit a vital organ, which is always going to be really good. I don't think he ran far, so we might actually just have to find him by just looking, honestly. Like, I don't think that he actually went too far whenever it comes to running away. Definitely need to see though which way he went, because I think he went towards like up, but not honestly sure. But definitely we'll have to see. There's some more blood right here. Alright, so he's tracking this way. So we should come up upon him in just a minute. I'm gonna see right there, there's some more blood. And I don't see him yet. Where possibly could he be? He shouldn't be this far up, I don't think. We do have something down here. Is this some turkeys? Yeah, we do have some turkeys. We'll definitely be hunting turkeys in the future. We also have a bobcat. Oh, he's over there. Should we actually try to get him? I know this is like a big hunt right now, but we'll try. Not sure what I've hit on the bobcat. Maybe it was something. The 243 with polymer tips now should make easy work for some of these predators. Is that another one? I'm coming towards us. Oh, we did get him. Okay, good. So we did get a bobcat there, which is pretty cool. We're always looking for our big buck that we shot. So we did find our buck over here. I'm wondering what it could possibly be. Is it going to be a gold? My assumption is it's going to be a high silver, but it definitely does have gold potential. Whenever we look at the rack, it definitely does look like a really nice, oh yeah, I don't even know what point. I'm not even going to count. It is a gold actually. So we got a 213, which is always just really cool. This thing looks crazy. And this is our first gold whenever it comes to the Hunter Call to Wild, at least on this save, which is always pretty cool. Definitely we'll start to go for diamonds now, because this guy is definitely a massive buck. So now we're coming upon our bobcat that started yelling at us while we were trying to find our buck. I'm honestly not sure where I hit him. I kind of just guessed and shot. Yeah, we didn't get a vital down here, which is a little bit sad. We definitely didn't shoot it in the back, but we did get into there, so it was definitely a pretty good kill. It is a silver, which is always pretty cool. And let's get on to the next location that we're going to hunt. All right, so the next location that we're going to hunt is actually this lake over here. We're going to go see if we can find any whitetails once again actually feeding or at least drinking on that lake. Hopefully there is. That means that we'll have in total right now we'd have 4 spots that we're able to kind of go to. They're all kind of like in the similar location to each other, which means that we don't have to travel as much, and definitely we'll be able to actually get some good, you know, like we'll get a good grind going on, at least for, you know, the beginning of this series. All right, so we're coming up on the other lake now. It should still be the drink time for whitetails, so we'll definitely be trying to find them on this lake as well. This lake does look a bit bigger whenever it comes to that, and also it kind of looks like a T-Rex. You know, you got the tail right there, you also have the little arms, and then you have the face. I love game developers. They always put a little bit of pizzazz in whatever they make whenever it comes to games. It's always pretty cool. Now, the question is there any whitetail drink zones on this little lake? Honestly, I'm not sure. We did not, you know, ride the ATV up here, so everything should not be disturbed. It should be a very, very lightly impacted area. So, honestly, I don't see anything as of now. We'll definitely get to the water's edge and see if they start showing up in a little bit. All right, so if whitetails do start showing up on this lake, this means this lake will probably be the first one that we use a tripod on, and we'll probably put it right in here so it's able to see pretty much the whole lake, and we'll be able to get all of the animals that do come through here. So it should be a pretty good spot. It'll be a very good spot for also predator hunting, but the thing is, I'm not seeing any whitetails on this lake as of right now. So as of right now, I've already spent probably about 5 to 10 minutes just waiting here to see if there's anything that comes by. It seems like this lake is kind of dead, and maybe we'll come back in the future and something will actually be here. But as of right now, we're not going to put a hunting spot right here. We're just going to be hunting the 3 that we've already found. And so if you do like these types of videos, remember to like and sub to the channel. It is very much appreciated. And see you guys in the next Hunter Call of the Wild video.